Nearest source of disturbance.
Direct hit. Southwood travel. In position. End of the line.
Suppressing fire!
Hostile in sight.
Open wide!
Where you going?
Hostile on the run! Open wide!
Where you going?
Reloading! Pick Franklin!
Jensen, that frequency we tracked just got a burst of activity. I think these guys might be pulling out.
Yeah, I've kind of been getting that feeling. Any idea who's running the show?
They're using some kind of code. But from what I can gather, the guy giving the orders is still a level below you.
Nice job, Pritchard. I'll find him.
So Antoine, with the Barrett bus fight, actually went through multiple revisions, like most bus fights, all bus fights, should I say? You remember it was
Well, looky here. We got us a Boy Scout. He must be the one who mucked up my operation at the morgue.
Get rid of him, Barrett.
Oh, that's gonna be a pleasure.
To stage at first.
Yeah, originally we had Barrett use I think it was on a second level ledge or something with the guards and everything. It was supposed to take snapshots of you or something with I think it was a sniper rifle. And we wanted it to be the first time the player actually gets the sniper rifle originally. So when you beat Barrett, you actually get this as a reward. But then later we gave it earlier on in the map.
And we were also supposed to support on the design that if you were using the tranquilizer gun, and eventually you could put them to sleep. And
yeah, you could actually render everybody unconscious. But then it went into a bit of a problem with the story itself, where actually Barrett, you need to sort of
disappear.
Yeah, exactly. Question them and everything, and then you sort of commit suicide and all that stuff. So that kind of blurred the stuff. And we cut the first section of the boss fight, which is the second level layer. You know, he was on a balcony, and then he jumped down. So eventually, it turned out to be just this room with Barrett in it. And so it became a one-on-one, man-on-man sort of confrontation.
And originally also we were supposed to be able to maintain stealth, and depending on how you were playing in the map before getting to the boss fight, it would influence what kind of tools the boss would have. Like, let's say if you went in his room before, you find his room before the boss.
Yeah.
You would pick up something, then therefore it was something that he couldn't use in his...
Exactly. That's a thing we wanted to do. We didn't have time to do it, and with all the sort of constraints we had, we actually looked back at it and used the philosophy and the missing link later, which made sense a lot.
Barrett's a big guy.
John had to speak.
I think we're done.
Black pineapples, kid!
So Antoine, with the Barrett boss fight, actually went through multiple revisions, like most boss fights, all boss fights, should I say. You remember it was multi-stage at first.
Yeah, originally we had Barrett use I think it was on a second level ledge or something with the guards and everything. It was supposed to take snapshots of you or something with a, I think it was the sniper rifle.
So Antoine, with the Barrett bus fight, actually went through multiple revisions, like most bus fights, all bus fights, should I say. You remember it was multi-stage at first.
Yeah, originally we had Barrett use I think it was on a second level ledge or something with the guards and everything. It was supposed to take snapshots of you or something with a, I think it was the sniper rifle. And we wanted it to be the first time the player actually gets the sniper rifle originally. So when you beat Barrett, you actually get this as a reward. But then later we gave it earlier on in the map.
And we were also supposed to support on the design that if you were using the tranquilizer gun, and eventually you could put them to sleep. And
yeah, you could actually render everybody unconscious. But then it went into a bit of a problem with the story itself, where actually Barrett, you need to sort of
disappear.
Yeah, exactly. Question him and everything, and then he sort of commits suicide and all that stuff. So that kind of blurred the stuff. And we cut the first section of the boss fight, which was the second level layer. You know, he was on a balcony, and then he jumped down. So eventually, it turned out to be just this room with Barrett in it. And so it became a one-on-one, man-on-man sort of confrontation.
And originally also we were supposed to be able to maintain stealth, and depending on how you were playing in the map before getting to the boss fight, it would influence what kind of tools the boss would have. Like, let's say if you went in his room before, you find his room before the boss, you would pick up something, then therefore it was something that he couldn't use in his...
Exactly. That's something we wanted to do. We didn't have time to do it, and with all the sort of constraints we had, we actually looked back at it and used the philosophy and the missing link later, which made sense a lot.
Barrett's a big guy.
Huge.
John had to speak.
I think we're done.
Just the way I've always liked it. Mano y mano. One on one. Gonna pay for this. The hell was that? Bombs away, Boy Scout.
So, Barrett, interesting story about the actor with this one and how we cast for Barrett.
Yeah, I love Barrett. In fact, Barrett was cast very early. In fact, I can even remember when we used to do our casting sessions, I would often go back and take the tapes, and the ones that I thought were interesting, I would make the scene. Like, we would go in with an audition script, and let's say this scene's Jensen and Barrett, and we were auditioning Jensen, and we had sessions with Barrett. So I would put the different Jensens together with the Barretts, and I remember one of the ones with Barrett, and I would sit just with the directors, pretty much the creative group we had here. And I remember when they heard him, like, doing the scene, and it's sort of Jensen grilling him, and he's like, in FEMA, and he had that great accent that I loved. And I remember Joe turning to me going like, I love this guy. I love him, and it was almost like Gulem and Jensen together. We heard them, and we were like, these guys are perfect. Like, they really brought the characters to life. And I should say Al Gulem looks absolutely nothing like Barrett. He's probably about 5'5" and a little rounder in his late 40s, but the guy's so talented. He's been on Canadian TV shows, movies. Guy's great.
Jensen, what's going on down there? Those soldiers just sixed out like you wouldn't believe.
They see you.
No, I was flying dark in case it got hot. You all right?
I'm fine. Patch me to Sarif.
I'm getting you out of here first. Get to the LZ. I'll pick you up there. You ready to get out of here, Jensen?
Yeah, take us back to Sarif Industries.
None too soon, if you ask me. Strap in and hold on.
Jensen, I need to speak with you. Meet me in your office right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief Sarif first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
We need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-ops who might want to get at Taggart, but the ones against them too.
You're saying that
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarah's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Where the hell are you, Jensen? I haven't got all night.
I told you I had to brief Sarah first.
I see. I guess I never realized how much of a brown-noser you were.
I'm not a brown-noser, Francis. I just enjoy keeping you on edge.
10 minutes, Jensen. Make it snappy.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarah?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
I will not be accompanying Mr. Taggart to charity dinner.
Just kicked me out of his office saying he didn't have time for staff reports. Never seen Frank this stressed out yet.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
I what?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now. But he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. The truth is, I've had a lot of other things on my mind. I'm trying to secure a future here for all of mankind. I can't let trivial security concerns get in the way when people like Bill Taggart want to see me fail. No, you're my best warrior, Adam, and I trust you. I know the loyalty you've shown me will only continue as we take this fight into the future, because that's what's really important, isn't it? The future.
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
You think they could have? I see your point, son. That might be bad. I just wonder if you're being a bit paranoid here. Fixating on details that aren't critical? I mean, are you so shaken up by what happened 6 months ago, by your failure to make a difference then, that you can't roll with the punches anymore? Damn it, Adam! I brought you back in today because you have an immediate crisis to deal with. Questioning me about things that don't matter isn't gonna bring Megan back.
With all due respect, sir, I am trying to do my job. The job you hired me to do. The job you even brought me back in for tonight. But it feels like you're getting in the way. Especially when you start bringing Megan into this.
I'm not getting in the way, I just... Okay. Okay, look, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the one overreacting. The data I streamed had nothing to do with Megan or her work. It was just a routine, fact-finding check that sprang from one of our discussions. The kind of check I have to run quite often around here, believe it or not. Now, if somebody backtraces the transmission and gets a look at it, I very much doubt they'll know what to do with it. Trust me, we're fine.
Boss, 6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan were keeping back then. I just want to make sure they don't endanger us again.
Adam, I didn't mean to imply... You're right, okay? You're right. I really shouldn't keep this information from you. I just hope you'll understand why I did. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. I'll understand if you want to read the files immediately, but please don't forget your priorities. Farid is waiting to take you to China.
Athena tells me you spoke to Sarif. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sarif spoon feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hengsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in.
So this is pretty soon we'll see one of my favorite parts of the game, visually speaking. This is the matte painting that was done by Medizart, a company here in Montreal. And we needed this really impressive vista of a Hengsha, seeing the upper Hengsha and the lower Hengsha. And it should appear just about now. There we go. So really, really stoked about it. I think it came out really good, this whole idea of a double-decker city. And yeah, it's kind of sci-fi and incredible at the same time.
Yeah, it really shows it off. And what I remember about this actual cutscene was that we produced for this cutscene for the game, but we then did a different version for the E3 demo because the story changed. But we used the exact same visuals, so we had to rewrite the dialogue and fit it into the time frame that we had to make sure that it was exactly going to work, even though it was all different.
Hey, do you know how to get to the What are you looking for, Lao Wei?
think bringing in Bell Tower to police the city is a great thing for Shanghai. Sure thing, Lord. Hello. Who is it?
Bell Tower's got the whole apartment complex locked down. Nobody knows why.
Bell Tower is conducting an investigation in this building, sir. No admittance.
Malik, you might have been right about that trap. Hengsha Court Gardens is under lockdown by Bell Tower Associates.
Bell Tower? They're the police in Lower Hengsha, Jensen. They're under contract with the Chinese government. You think the Chinese...
I won't know anything until I get inside that penthouse.
It's really trouble.
Anyone crosses this perimeter, give them one warning. If they ignore you, start shooting. Can't risk it. Start shooting. Like it left. What kind of question? What language you want? Like his commander.
Access granted.
Who's holding up the damn elevator?
No idea, sir.
Well, you better find out. That elevator has to be free at all times. Our specialist needs to get up here and break into this computer ASAP.
Huh? What's that?
What the hell is that? Give up!
No idea, sir.
Well, you better find out. That elevator has to be free at all times. Our specialist needs to get up here and break into this computer ASAP.
Acknowledged, sir.
What was that?
Someone there? If anyone's here, come out now.
I think you're seeing things.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have it. chat with the owner.
So here we're in a bathroom, and you can see the 3 shells. This is one of the many Easter eggs in the game, and this is taken from Demolition Man, which I'm not even sure what even in the movie what they do.
No,
This is the
I can't
level
remember
artists,
it.
Hubert and Thomas who had fun with these things, and but I think that's the point in Demolition Man. I think he even the
mystery.
the dude, yeah, even him, he doesn't even know what the shells do, and here they are in the game, and we don't know what they do
But
either.
Thomas and Hubert were kind of very good at putting a lot of weird stuff in the maps. Like
They were the funny
hot
guys.
dogs.
Yeah.
If you remember, like
the-
especially in Upper Anxia, we had this massive hot
But
dog.
the story, the reason why there was a massive hot dog is an amazing story, because we had the hot dog stand in Detroit, right, to sell the hot dogs, and we needed little hot dogs, you know, modeled.
Jensen, figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the hive. The owner's name is Tong Si Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is he's tied to the triads.
China's organized crime lords. How wonderful. Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
That Dutchman is no dope. We got into his panic room, but we couldn't decrypt the computer codes.
Must have something really juicy in his hard drive. He's got to have a password for it.
I'm real concerned about where he might have gone to.